Hello everyone, this is Debbie and welcome to my channel Ridiculous Goodness, and today we're going to do the Wicked Guidance reading for November 27th through December 3rd, 2017. And I'm going to use the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine, and artwork done by Steve A. Roberts. And also Saints and Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So, gonna get 3 cards as usual for, mostly I have the 3 tarot cards. Usually it's not 3 oracle cards, but you never know, just whatever feels right. Just a whole bunch of cards flew out. Okay, and then we'll get 1 card from the Saints and Angels. Alright, so I'm going to show you all the cards right now before I go over them and get you closer to see them. Well, hold on. There we go. Doing darker from back up a little. This is the Emperor, and it's number 4. Actually, we got the Emperor last week as well, but it was a different deck. And it's Archangel Michael for the Angel, and it says organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So it's a little bit greeny, but that's kind of how it usually is, but you can see clearly, or hopefully clearly, that there's Archangel Michael over here. And then we have the Queen of Air, and the qualities that's at the top is independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. And then it says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. So, and then we have 3 of Air, and it says great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. In this deck they represent 3 of Air with unicorns. And then we also have confidence, Saint Michael the Archangel. Just that seeming like almost like a sort of mandala or like geometric shapes. It's just right above of course, and it's right here where his sword is in front of. Just paying attention to that detail. Alright, so back up once again, and okay, so it's just interesting detail that we got to Archangel Michael Carter. In this case, he would be counting as a saint as well, because he did, you know, in the Bible it does say, like, although I don't know like every detail or anything, but just that he, you know, visited people and seemed like in kind of like physical form, it seemed, and like so just that he was counted as a saint, and I'm not sure how that happened, but anyways, but that's also with like Archangel Raphael. I don't know if it's Archangel Gabriel, but I know there's definitely a lot, you know, just not because I know a lot about the Bible or anything, because I don't, like, but I just because I guess I'm supposed to mention like the studies of like not only the Bible but just other, you know, of course other spiritual matters, just like, because even if religion is kind of more structural like the emperor here, it is also just, you know, you're not meant to take in all the propaganda, and of course there's truth in there, but there, you know, some lies, and I mean, it can be a lot of things. I'm not saying that I know everything. Once again, I don't, you know, study the Bible through and through, but I would say that, you know, just how it's represented is up to interpretation of each of us, and there's no right or wrong way to look at it. Is, you know, just wanting to mention it, that, oh yeah, I remember, basically I'm just like, oh, I remember this detail, I want to tell you about it, but I'm like wishing I had more information, but I'm like, there's something I'm supposed to be telling you here, so I don't want it to sound preachy, like, oh, this stuff about the Bible is like, you should see it this way, so it's not like that. It's more like seeing the things that happen, whether it's in the Bible or, you know, in the Quran or in other, you know, religious sects in Christianity, and, you know, that follows along there, or, you know, Catholicism, those kind of things, like, and also, of course, moving on to, you can be like in Buddhism or other things like that. It doesn't matter where you look, like, just kind of expand your thoughts about what you're reading, and try to do your best to see the truth in what you're gaining. You know, there's no mistake that we got the Emperor card. You know, it's not, you know, it's not the Hierophant, but we got the Emperor last week, and also Archangel Michael is in 2 cards, and this message needs to come through just to talk about, like, just seeing the higher wisdom of things. Don't feel like you have to accept what has been told to you. So it got, like, I just trying to bring out the message, and I was just like, oh no, because I keep thinking, oh, it's going to sound like this, but that's not what I'm trying to make it sound like. And making it sound, try to basically clear it out, like clear the message, like, so that you understand. It's like, yes, like, whatever your history of knowledge about, you know, what you're interested in learning about, or where you feel comfortable gaining your knowledge. Like right now, I mentioned, you know, things about, you know, the Bible. Like, fortunately, I haven't went over the stories about Archangel Michael that would be in there, why he's considered a saint. But there's been other things I've been learning over time, and whether, you know, it's basically, there's things that I read, I'm like, well, you know, people might say, well, this is what I believe, and, you know, this is what you need to believe to be a Christian. And I'm just like, well, I'm grateful that you're that I'm here in this church that I'm going to, but also don't agree with everything. But, it's never been about saying that they're wrong, or that, that you look at them as less than or something. It's always been about, I am here to learn just like everyone else is. They always say, like, no, I'm still learning. Like, it's not like, but there's a lot of people that believe that the Bible holds, like, everything you need to know about God and everything. And it's like, well, certainly there's, of course, the message of love that is throughout, the Bible, but there's a lot of things that, doesn't seem right. That seems like it's not coming from the best place, and I guess that can be from, any religion or anything. So it's just being aware. This will be, I'm sure if I'm talking about this, then it'll help people to think about what it is that the information, basically the information that they're getting from, whatever sources you get them from, just have discernment and to trust how you feel, and to know that you'll be led to the right information. And of course, like, it's a good thing to pray and ask for help, and to know once again, like, it's a very big lesson to know that you're not alone. You don't have to do it on your own. And so just know that whatever this message means for you, that you'll certainly know it. And I only basically hope that this so far in the message has helped you. But so once again, organization and logic, and structure and discipline, leadership. So basically, that you have leadership and, how you live your life. Basically taking what you feel, and not just, telling anyone that'll hear you, but to, you probably wouldn't want somebody to just come up to you and say, hey, I have the answers. So, just being able to not feel like I don't think there's anybody that's feeling like they have to, tell someone, like, oh, I have all the answers or something like that. But just, we have the Three of Air, because we're moving on. Like, we're still focusing on the Emperor, but, like, you go a little out of order. Like, the Three of Air, and of course it's usually, and in this case, we do have sadness in our lives, and it's truly something that we need to deal with. And leadership having to do with just guiding us, like, and we have guidance, but we also are able to lead others by, being who we want others to be, like, being able to deal with our emotions in a healthy way, and to not, like, lash out in anger. And because usually anger, comes from sadness, and you just don't want, you get angry, and you usually don't lash out at people, because you usually don't get to that point. But there's so many times where people do lash out, not, most likely, well, I mean, it happens to everybody. It shouldn't be shunned and said, oh, you've never gotten angry and yelled at somebody. We can't just sidestep our anger. Sometimes, it's not going to be explosive, like something horrible is going to happen. Most likely that won't be the case. And it shouldn't be feared. And this card, you know, it's definitely come up for a reason. Like, such a complicated mess, and I'm just like, okay, just like take a deep breath. Like, yes, the way that we see our emotions shouldn't be something that we shun them and that we feel like we can't express them. And when we feel anger, we shouldn't just try to bottle up, of course, which is what I was saying. Just, you have to ask for help. Like, you know, in that moment, just say, you know, thank you, everyone here for my highest good, for helping with this anger. And just helping me to transmute it and to give me the unconditional love and healing that I need in order to deal with it fully, so that I'll deal with my own sadness. And sometimes it even is like shame or jealousy or other things like that causes anger. Like, that it's important to ask for help once again, to pray that it will be released, because there's nobody that's completely free of these things. I mean, there's definitely people that have reached a higher vibration, but I mean, I would say that even, you know, looking at, you know, everybody on earth, we all have or still have our emotions and everything. We're still dealing with the current vibration, which of course is still raising. Our bodies are changing in different ways, but it's just important to not look at other people, even if you say, well, that person, you know, you don't know exactly what they're dealing with, and it's not your business unless, like, if you actually care about them and actually, you know, friends with them, and they tell you something, okay, but, you know, you're never gonna know everything someone's going through. So just, like, you know, keep your focus on yourself, and this is just something we all need to work on. There's nobody, this message is for everybody, so, and it's something that we can't sidestep, because the energies are getting ever higher. Just, even though it's a good energy, like, it's like, you know, more love is coming in, but still sometimes it just hits you and it brings up, you know, all the things that you need to deal with, and not, you know, usually all at once, but still it can hit you pretty hard. It can happen seemingly out of nowhere. So, and sometimes there's triggers, of course, but it's just important to know you have the strength, and that you can be confident in yourself, to know and be confident in the help that you have, that it's not something to be afraid of. You shouldn't be afraid of how you're feeling. And then the Queen of Air, somebody that is definitely, you know, still gonna be like, since it's like the feminine energy, it's like nurturing, but like still like gonna be the sword suit, and it's kind of like intellectual, which we have independent, experience, realistic, and witty. And once again, it's objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. And definitely, you know, even though this person in the card seems very serious and very focused, and that's all very important. Like, this, it does mention keeping, like, having humor and seeing the humor in the situation. And I can definitely say I've definitely laughed quite a bit today, but also cried quite a bit today. So it's just something that, you know, it's kind of one of those things like, well, I can tell you why. One of the reasons I cried because I was I was at a concert, well, not really, it's like an orchestra and chorus, and I was singing in the part where we were a part of the chorus, and it was the Handel's Messiah, the Hallelujah. Oh my god, maybe I'll have to sing it because there's some reason, like, I can't even. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I can't do it right now. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying. It's not gonna come out right, is it? But, you know, like, that was the last chorus that we sung, and, well, it's just very energy packed and very emotional for me. So that was one of the reasons I was crying, like, during the thing. So it was like I was enjoying the orchestra playing and the people singing, but I was just like so overwhelmed by the emotion. It was just like but there's definitely a lot of humor that happened today as well, and I guess that's also another reason why I couldn't record this video until today. But yes, you know, having, you know, being serious, but, you know, having room for fun, you know, is always important. And of course having focus, because she's very focused on her crystal ball here and just seeing exactly what she needs to see in her life, what messages are there for her. So this message is very intense, like today. So I hope that you stuck with me, because it was just like, I was like, oh my god, it's like, are you serious? Trying to gain that confidence myself too, like, because there were times it's like, yeah, I got this, and it's just like, I was like, you know, but still have fun doing it. And I probably showed you this crystal already, the selenite, or not celestite, sorry. Celestite. Like the light, it's just the gray blue, but this helps you to connect with your angels, which it's just definitely, you know, of course, whoever you're needing to connect with, but just like the energy of angels can help you to connect with other energies that are here for your highest good as well, because they just kind of have that way of, you know, because of course they're dealing with all those energies too. They're not like working on their own. They're connected with all the star folks, all the star beings, you know, that are here for our highest good, and, you know, all the ascended masters, and you know, gods and goddesses, and, you know, all that positive energy that's there for us, because it's not just, so no one's working alone, just like we're not working alone. The angels and all the other awesome energies are helping us are not working alone, not by a long shot. So they are showing leadership, like the Emperor card is, you know, telling us and showing us that yes, we need to show by example, like, hey, we work together, and we don't just leave other people behind, because we wouldn't want to be left behind either. So yes, thank you for watching this message, or watching this video more like, and I hope that you all have a great whenever it is that you're watching this, and whatever holidays that you guys will be celebrating, I hope that you'll enjoy them. Of course it's coming up, but still, I just felt like, you know, mentioning it, like if you're looking forward to certain holidays, or there's certain things that I'm not aware of that, you know, came recently. Of course, for us in the States, it's like we're already past Thanksgiving. So I think in like Canada, there's like, it's earlier. Like, I don't remember the date that they have some kind of Thanksgiving, because I only know that because there was this rescue group for cats that was saying like, oh, we, got them some turkey dinner for the cats, and it was just, so that was pretty amazing. So, however that happened, it's just great the way it is. So, whatever you guys are celebrating, I, hope once again that it all goes well, and that, I'll definitely be praying for, not just for anyone that watches this, but like just like people around the earth and around in our universe, the whole shebang. So, so thank you. I hope once again that you have a great day whenever you watch this. Okay, thank you.